Hello everybody, Dangerous here, and this is going to be Execution on Overpass. And if you guys haven't noticed from the past few episodes that I have not have an intro because I did get my new computer, and that's what this is running off of now. And I didn't bring that kind of crappy intro over. And the other thing is that I don't want to use that intro. I want to get something a little bit more flashy and everything for you guys. So I'm probably going to just upgrade my editing software. I might get Vegas. I'm not quite sure. But needless to say, this is me and my boy Digo. If you guys don't remember, he was the guy that helped me out in the blind fire tutorial. He was the one I was shooting in the face over and over again. And this is about our third game of Execution against this team of 4. The first game, they started playing really aggressive. I guess they thought they were going to come in and just run over some random people, and then that didn't end up working. So, you know, they tried to calm it down and started playing a little bit smarter, and that didn't end up working either. But needless to say, there was no trash talk going, which I commend very well for them, and we didn't have to go through that whole situation. But other than that, I got a couple of really good gameplays that I think you guys can benefit from out of playing this team, and I'm going to be uploading those also. But I wanted to get this one out to you guys before I actually ended up going to work, which is here in the next 15 minutes. So hopefully we can knock this out pretty quick. But as you can see, I went and ran Boom because I figured this team of 4 would want Boom. Normally that's what a team would do, is go for Boom. And right here, we've got a 2v1, but my teammate, as you can tell, if you noticed the little blue marker down there by the Boom shield, just took off and ran for some reason. So, it's whatever. This guy is just eating shots, but, you know, it happens. And then we end up taking the first round.
Is the victory we need, but we can't stop until every one of them is dead.
These guys do play Overpass quite properly, I guess you would call it. They do realize that top is what you want to control, but they didn't realize that, you know, 1, you can take that shot right there, and 2, that even though the power weapons are down there, you can't just avoid power weapons, if that makes sense. We end up running just havoc. Well, me myself, I end up just tearing this team up with power weapons. So I mean, that wasn't really the best idea. They did not play the power weapons very well at all. Other than that though, they did okay. They did alright. And, you know, it's just minor adjustments that they could have went through that would have made this so much harder for me and Digo. But, you know, I'm sure it was a learning experience like that right there. Me probably should have pulled out the shotgun. But, anyways, I'm sure it was a little bit of a learning experience for them. And that's good, as long as they took something away from it. But I don't really have much to talk about in this until they actually get to where they're taking full top control. And that's really when I'm going to break this video down quite a bit, actually. I think it's this upcoming round, so we'll see about that. But other than that, they played pretty smart for the majority of the thing. They just did not realize certain things when they had top control. But as you can tell, when it is Boom, me and Digo go Boom. That has to do with several things. 1, we spawned over here, so, you know, it should be the rush anyways. And then 2, Boom Shot is just so overpowering, and you guys will see that in this, you know, this little video here of what it can do even when you have top control. Not quite sure why my teammate threw that grenade. I can only imagine it was just in case someone was around that corner, which would be smart, but we did have 2 teammates already push up, so if someone was around that car, you know, he would have been dead by now. But needless to say, if he's doing the support role, then that's cool. That works for me. And here we kind of slow down. Digo, as you could tell, was pushing up by the boom shield. I kind of called for him to slow down, you know, take it cool. Let me know where they're at, and then see if I can get some boom shots up there and really weaken them quite a bit. Do keep in mind though, guys, that this is execution, so if you do get down, they cannot kill you from a distance, which actually helps us out quite a bit. Because they can keep pressuring them and making them poke out, and if I get the opportunity, I can put a boom shield off, or a boom shot off, and end up taking one of them out by them focusing their guy, or trying to rush their guy that they downed. You know, one of the two things, and that's actually quite effective. And, you know, that's my entire role, basically, when I have the boom shot, is just to protect and kill when I can. I try not to waste boom shots because it's such a strong power weapon, but also do note that I am keeping control of the boom spot, if that makes sense. So, even if I do run out, like right here, Digo called that guy that he was going to be right there. He claims that that hit him directly, and it should have been a kill. I don't know. He was ghost camming for me. But needless to say, do keep in mind that I am controlling the boom shot area with my last boom. It's okay to walk out and meander around if you have more than one boom shot, but just keep in mind that your boom is going to be respawning after your first shot, so you might want to use that first shot quite close to the boom shot so you still have control of it. And here, Digo's just trying to tell me on the ghost cam where the guy's at, and I'm just trying to guess. He calls that he pushes my teammate, and I try to get this little grenade through that railing and the, you know, the little window, I guess you would call it, that little gap of no railing. But I end up hitting the railing barely, and then we end up taking him down anyways. My teammate right there played the man-up rule very well. It won't, you know, come into play during the competitive sense, but also in a competitive sense, you don't want to be dying either. So falling back helps me out and allows us to be able to control the outcome of the game still. Right here, you notice I can't get up there. I called Digo to come back, and then we end up making a push here in a little bit out of just kind of, we want to go over here because they already have top control. So I call out to Digo, you know, let's go get power weapon. They ended up picking up the torque, but I believe we get a kill on him here in a little bit. Digo claims that he didn't see anybody pick up the grenades, so I'm going to check that. And then I call out that they did not pick up the grenades, and then we get all excited because now we have both grenades on both sides. So all we have to do here is just coordinate grenade throws, if that makes sense to you guys. Our teammate actually ended up dying with the grenades, so that kind of doesn't help us a little bit. And here I get a pretty bad toss. I should have moved up prior to throwing that, and I messed that up. But either way, I still end up getting a grenade kill with that grenade right there. And that should have been something he should have been able to dodge, personally. But it works out. I called out that that was the torque bow guy because I know the characters that they're playing, because we've played with these guys for several games now. And they ended up actually pulling the smart thing and picking it up, so the torque bow does not respawn. But I just wait for grenades, and we're going to flush out their top control. And here he ends up pushing Digo, so I run this way. And that stops him by just me standing here. That stops him from getting to Digo for two reasons. One, Digo was already close to being, picked up by himself. And two, I'm right there, so if he pushes that, that turns into a free shot for me, pretty much, if that makes sense. This one actually comes into a stalemate. He does have top control, and he knows where I am, and it's just me, so it's hard to really get that torque bow or the grenade kill or whatever, whatever you're aiming for. It's hard to get that shot knowing that he knows exactly where I am. But here I'm just kind of stalling time, just messing around. Me and Digo were having a good time. And, just kind of just messing with this guy a little bit. I am going to have a tips and trick video coming up soon. And I believe that'll actually give you guys a little bit more of an idea of what's going on when I'm using my torque in a cover position and stuff like that, and how I can keep it so close to accurate. But other than that, let's get on with this round. As you can see, it is boom shot round, so me and Digo are pushing that way. I instantly smoke and pick up because I noticed none of them were there. They were just about to throw their smoke, so I just run in and grab that pickup. I tried to get that kill, but I don't know where it actually hit. I might not have had it arced high enough, whatever the situation was. I didn't end up getting that kill. I did not want to fire at the guy right next to me because I would have killed myself. And also, he was way too afraid to actually, push out and try to get that kill because I had a boom shot. And here I end up trying to save Digo, but I had no idea that there was another person behind him that actually ends up downing him. And he gets bull talk, I guess. I take that back. He got bull talk killed. I did not even realize that. But, anyways, that was a good play by their part. I'm sure the bull talk guy probably didn't down Digo, but you are playing as a team, and, that was pretty much the smartest decision they can make right there. To not run after that guy with two players and then get boom shot like the first round. But either way, Digo's dead and abusing the ghost cam like always. And I'm pretty much trying to get these ridiculous angles, and I end up actually taking out two of them right there with that boom shot. As you guys can tell, he did pick up on me killing him that way, so now he's very weary of me doing that, if that makes sense to you guys. So he played that smart. What he should have done right there to counter me is, you guys do realize I had the left side, which means I have to step out further. He should have just hid behind that pillar a little bit and waited for me to step out and then just right-hand advantage me. And that would have been that. But we go out with a bang, taking out all 5 of them and skunk them and everything like that. So, needless to say, I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. Maybe that gives you a little bit of an idea how to control Overpass, even if you don't have top control and you're not playing with an entire team. But, either way, like, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and give me some tips of what you guys want to see, and I'll talk to you guys later.